Your presentation must have an introduction. This introduction must introduce your presentation. Having said this, I have stated the obvious. But the very question is, how can I execute this and how can I do this in 1 minute? This is what this video is aimed at explaining. The role of the introduction is to tease the audience and to go straight to the point so they know upfront what you're talking about, why, and why it is interesting listening to you. Therefore, you should start with a hook. Avoid general claims like from the beginning of ages it has been like this, or the current situation is like this, or blah blah blah. We do not care. We want something which directly connects to the exam question you have received and which shows its current grounds in the news or in current affairs. That is a recent event that occurred and raised this question. So your hook, and then this situation, this observation leads me to address this question. Point 2, exam questions articulating. Next, you define the terms of the exam question. That is, you will define the concepts and the key constructs employed in this exam question. Here, the purpose thereof is to provide your audience with a clear understanding of what you mean when you use those different terms in your presentation. The purpose is to be clear, the purpose is to be concise, and is to avoid a loose understanding of terms. This means this definition of terms must by no means be general, generic, or dictionary-like definition. It must be a purposive definition, a definition consistent with the exam question and helpful to answer it. Once this has been done, you should express your position in one tweet. That is, your answer to this question in 140 signs with a hook, with a catchy point, a sentence, with the idea you want to develop, and the main hashtags that are relevant to it. Lastly, you announce the structure of your presentation. Just avoid as much as possible things such as, in my first section, I will explain this, in the second section, I will explain that. Rather, privilege something like, although it can be argued this, blah, 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 it might appear that, blah, 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 which is more or less, yes, but, or no, unless. And with this, you are concise, straight to the point, and clear, which is the key to being convincing in the remainder of the presentation.